It looks like you're going like this.
Yeah.
Dude, your skin looks perfect
Let
right
me
now.
see that cheek. I look old. Don't zoom in.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Beauty Break.
Hi! Okay, so as you guys know, we try a lot of makeup on this show. Some we really, really like, and some we really, really don't.
So we thought today we would try the 10 most overrated luxury beauty products as voted by the internet and see if we agree or disagree.
Yeah.
Because they might be well rated. They might not be overrated.
People
you know what I mean?
love
Yes.
to hate awesome things.
It's
People love
very
to hate
true.
awesome things.
It's
You
very
know?
true. But you know, there are a few beauty products that are extremely like popular, cult favorites type of thing. So I'm like really curious to see how those products will look on us. We all have different skin tones.
What?
And skin types.
And skin type.
Yeah.
So I think this is a really good way of seeing if these products are worth it or not, because we'll be able to give a wide variety, you know, of reviews.
I wonder if any of us have actually tried any of these because they're cult favorites and we're
Yeah.
just so trendy, you know, we just are up on the trends.
I think that for sure we each have a few products that we live and die by.
Absolutely.
Right? So I'm really curious because maybe this will introduce us to some new favorites.
Yeah.
And then we won't be able to afford any of them.
Great.
Okay, guys, first things first. Urban Decay's eyeshadow priming potion. So I have this, and I actually really like it, but I agree with the naysayers who say that it is too thick, first of all, because it is a little...
Wow, that was gross.
It dries really fast once you put it on, and once you put eyeshadow over it, it's really hard to blend because it's like...
So why do you like it?
Because it like...
Because it holds it?
primes. It holds.
So we're only gonna put it on one eye so that we can test, and then at the end of this episode, after we go through all the other products, we're gonna look to see if the primerless eye looks any different than the primed eye.
I think it's going on nicely.
Me
Like
too.
it almost feels like a little soothing. Like after wiping my face off with makeup wipes, this is actually like a welcome feeling. You
I think
know?
you just have to be careful with the amount that you put
Yeah,
on.
well, using very little, it feels like nice and smooth. So far, I don't think it's
Okay, guys, so since we put on our primer for our eyeshadow, we need eyeshadow. Lucky for us, I have Urban Decay's Honey and Cherry palettes.
Okay.
I personally love these, so I'm a little biased on this round. But naysayers apparently say that they don't go well on dark skin tones, which I feel like is not true.
Well, I'm a naysayer because I have the honey palette too, and I've used it like a couple times. I just think for the price, I have like way cheaper palettes that to me, I think look way better on my skin tone.
Really?
That just like pop more.
Eyeshadow is one of the things that I don't mind splurging on because I do feel like cheaper eyeshadows don't blend well for me.
Yeah.
I feel like someone who's really good could get a cheap eyeshadow to blend, but I just can't.
Yeah.
And so I'm curious to see if this blends like a $50 eyeshadow should.
Okay, so because we have primer on one eye, let's put the eyeshadow on that eye and then rate that at the end of this episode, but we can do eyeshadow on the non-primed eye and see how that looks right away.
So, like to
Great.
see if the primer works.
Yes, and to see if by the time we're done filming, if it looks any different than the one we've already done without primer.
So we're gonna have to like perspire a little bit to get some creasage.
I
you
know.
I think it'll
I
just
know.
happen naturally in the studio.
I'm using this Young Love, which is like, in the palette, looks like one of the darker, more pigmented shades, and see, I'm telling you right now, like I don't understand. It just to me doesn't come out that much.
That makes sense though now when people, because
Why
I'm
you
like
like
putting this on and then like if I am trying to do a pigmented eye and it's not really showing
It's
up.
not. It doesn't show up.
Interesting, yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, it doesn't show up. Like, if I'm going out especially, and I like to do like a smoky eye, before long, it all looks like one big color of
this
this.
isn't that pigmented.
It's
Wow.
not.
I think that's why I like it though, because I like neutral stuff usually.
Yeah, but I just have like such ginormous eyelids that if I don't like put on darker colors, I feel like I look like a deer in headlights. Which is maybe why this palette's not for me.
Okay, you guys, do you agree or disagree with the internet in regard to if the eyeshadow palette is overrated or not?
This is tough. I like the colors in this palette. I like how they blended. I don't necessarily mind the pigment's fine for my needs. Would I spend $56 on this? No, because I have plenty other palettes that are half that price
Right.
that do the same job.
And that's my biggest point. That's the only thing I've ever had against the Naked palettes is because I do just think that they're overpriced. If you're just wearing makeup more like day to day and stuff like that, and you're not super into like poppy pigmented shades, then you know your $60 will go a long way. But for me, I feel like I want the colors to pop, and the Naked palette just doesn't pop.
I really like the Naked palette, but again, like I said, it's because I think I like really neutral shades usually and not super pigmented things.
Overall thoughts on this eyeshadow palette, Sinead and I agree with the internet. It is overrated. Drew disagrees. She thinks it is underrated. Oh, rated correctly.
I think it's rated correctly.
All right, up next we have the Kat Von D Lock It Foundation. This is actually a product I know zero things about.
Same.
Really?
Yeah, I've never used any of her foundations.
Me either, but I do remember like when I was like just began acting, I had this tattoo used to be so heavy black on my arm, and a lot of people would say if you need to cover it up for any auditions or anything like that, or when I did Nickelodeon, they were like just get the Kat Von D foundation.
Oh, so it must be
So it's-
really thick.
Okay, so the whole thing is like it's full coverage. Like it's supposed to last forever because you only need a little bit to get like your entire face beat. But the internet and a lot of people who think that this is overrated thinks that it's way too thick and that it settles into lines, which if it does,
F
I'm gonna
that, go in the
flip out.
trash.
And apparently it makes your pores show up more, and who wants that? It's the opposite of what foundation's supposed to
But
do.
you know what? Maybe it is. Maybe it's true. Maybe you're only supposed to use like a drop.
Since we never used Kat Von D's foundation before, we totally guessed on our colors, and I can already tell this isn't me.
Don't be judgmental. If you're like, she's wearing the wrong shade.
I also don't ever think I get my color correct anyway, so...
But the system on her website is flawed because the colors that they showed, the brown was like way more brown than this is not.
Ooh, yeah,
know what?
yeah.
Was-
This is 14
This is,
shades
like, for
lighter.
you.
Yeah, this is like 14 shades lighter than my forehead. Oh well, let's see.
Man,
This is making you to a different race. No.
look at mine.
Oh,
no.
so light.
Oh, my. What am I supposed to do?
Oh no!
Like this looked nothing like what I picked online. Like absolutely nothing
Look
like
at
it.
my face.
Are you kidding?
Look at my face.
You think yours is worse than mine?
I have not finished blending and I can already see the lines under my eye more than I ever
you
would like to.
I think it's safe to say this isn't my shade, so I'm just gonna
Can
stop
I
on
try
my
your
cheek.
one?
That's you. This is your color.
Ugh, this feels like stage makeup, you know? Like,
It does. It is
Yeah, it's like thick.
It feels
It's
like,
really full coverage, so it depends. I still even feel like Drew, yours is still too light for my forehead.
I think I can't tell if it's full coverage or not, because to me it just really feels like paint, just because like it's like.
I also
literally,
just,
like,
if you have
different
something
color.
that people use to cover up tattoos, I don't want that on my face. That
Yeah.
already sounds
Heavy
like you're just
duty.
gonna cover up my face.
Okay, you guys, do we agree or disagree with the internet?
I think
It's
we agree
overrated.
for sure. I feel like this could work as maybe a concealer, not an under eye concealer.
Yeah.
But like because it's so like full coverage that like if you need to cover a pimple or something or like something of that nature maybe, but I would not want to have to blend this every single day. It would take like an hour.
I guess like if you need full coverage, yes, this is great if that's what you're going for, except for the fact that it really does settle into fine lines and creases. I would not,
okay.
it's not worth
If
it.
it didn't do that, I'd be like, if you just want heavy,
Heavy,
like
thick.
stage makeup.
Yep.
But the crease thing, I can't get on board with.
No, it's not okay.
I look old. Don't zoom in. All right, next we are going to try Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. It's supposed to blur lines and wrinkles and cover your dark spots. So
A lot of people say it's too sheer, which I'm like, the one place I want to have full
sheer.
coverage is under my eyes, you know?
I gotta say, I'm a big Shape Tape girl, so it would take a lot to make me like something more than Shape Tape.
I think mine's the wrong color.
I think mine's the wrong color.
I have dark spots on my cheek, so that's where I tried to put it, and I'm trying to cover it, but I think it's just the wrong brown.
But to be honest, like I use concealer after I color correct. So like over an orange or whatever, this probably wouldn't look as light or like make my skin look as ashy because I do think it goes on really nicely. It's tough to say. Right now, my skin looks like I'm 104 years old and I don't know if it's because of Kat Von D or if it's because of this.
No, I
It's like
think
hers doesn't, and she didn't put the Kat Von D on.
she's also putting it on her cheeks.
Yeah, I put it on my cheeks, I didn't put it in my eyes.
Oh, you did?
So,
Never
like,
mind, I take it all back.
I look like I've had my makeup on for 6 hours.
I agree.
But it did cover up the dark spots, just the wrong color.
Yeah, no, it did.
For me and my skin type, this is overrated.
I think you can get the job done for cheaper, but there are some things I do like about this concealer. I think it goes on very nicely, and I do actually think that the shades, even if they're not exactly right for our skin tones, like these are really nice shades.
That's a
Like,
good point. Yeah.
like they're gonna complement a lot of people.
Yeah.
Overall, Sinead and I think it's overrated again, and Drew does not.
Why,
I don't
why
know.
are
I don't
we
know if I
voting
think it's
these ways?
overrated. I think I just like mine more.
I
really.
can see why people really like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I would not switch my concealer for this, however.
Same.
Should I start using this as foundation?
With your your skin looks. Oh,
Damn.
your skin looks like supple.
It does.
Guys trying to get in my pants. Okay, you guys, next up, Benefit's Hoola Bronzer. We all have our own shades.
Mine is the color of dead people.
Mine's like the middle one.
I
which
picked light. It didn't look like this. It was for like lighter skin tones, but it needs to be darker than my actual skin to
Right.
show up as a bronzer.
Right.
This is definitely too light for me to be a contour bronzer, but like maybe an all-over bronzer.
Interesting.
You guys, okay,
Guess
I'm
we'll
sorry
see.
that we suck at picking our shades. We're still gonna try to test.
But we're just human, and
Quality.
how much I buy all my makeup online. So if it's not easy for me to pick out based on reviews or color palettes or color
Yeah.
matchers, then no one on the internet can do it either.
It's supposed to create like either an all-over look, or you can use it to do like a really like bold contour, I guess.
Okay.
But a lot of people say it's just too sheer to do any of those things.
This is gonna show up like highlighter. It is not supposed to be lighter
Yeah,
than me.
it's too light to be a bronzer.
Actually, this color's kind of perfect for me. Not gonna lie.
Maybe it's because it's so light, I can't even see it. But it feels like it's just kind of going on super easily.
I think it's really blending really nicely into my skin.
You guys thought mine was light, but it's really dark.
Is it?
Well,
Oh,
did
it
you-
is.
So let me try yours, Sinead.
Go for it.
I don't want to offend anyone who's dead and watching, but that's not for me.
Let me use yours
dark.
as an
I feel
under
like I
eye
should
pattern.
stop.
Ooh, yours works really nice as an under eye.
People say this is too sheer. Again, I'm testing it on, I'm judging it on the color, but this is not sheer on me. This is like I took like charcoal and like,
This is subtle.
You'd have to really work it in though now.
that's too dark. That is not contoured today. It looks like someone put coal on my face.
It looks like you're going like this.
Yeah.
Do we agree or disagree that it's overrated? I
I don't
disagree.
think it's overrated.
I don't think it's overrated.
I love this. I understand why it's a cult favorite, and I like this. I would use this.
Just get your right color.
All right, up next we have this Milk Makeup Highlighter. So the internet thinks that it just goes on too sheer. And
does
also a
look
lot of people
sparkly.
said depending on the foundation you're wearing, it doesn't work.
Are you supposed to put it on with a brush or rub it? I think because it's a stick, you're supposed to put it on your cheek with the stick. Okay. Ugh.
I feel like it immediately started taking off the foundation on my
That's
nose.
what I feel like is gonna happen.
Look, like it literally just wiped my foundation off my nose. So I would never use this.
It looks splotchy on top of my foundation.
You just wiped your foundation off.
I don't understand the rave about this.
Just looks like reflector.
All right, we agree with the internet. This is overrated. We hate it. All right, so next we are doing Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. It's supposed to be smudge-free, smudge-proof, but people say that it is not waterproof. It smudges like a MFer.
Yeah, and also this is like one of those products that a lot of people think that it's very easy to overdo it, which I get.
That brush is... Has anyone used the brush yet? It's
Yeah,
hard.
that's what I'm using.
It's aggressive. It's exfoliating.
It glides
Ow.
on like really well, you guys.
It does. I also love this brush.
Oh my
It
god.
goes on like effortlessly almost. Like you don't even have to really do anything.
You have to be so much more precise and more delicate and more careful to really spend the time to make it look good. And I don't know that I have the time. It does look better. I mean, it looks
good.
better.
I was like,
Where's this going?
yeah, you're like, it does look better though.
Oh God, it looks so good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say this was overrated until I put on my actually how I do my eyebrows, and now I think it's for sure awesome.
I think I'll never use another product again in my life. All right, so this is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. So it comes in 2 shades, which is very surprising, I'm not gonna lie.
Do most setting powders come in multiple shades? I thought it was just one.
Well, usually it's like a clear or like a
Like I couldn't use that one because it would make me look like
Ashy, yeah.
flour.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So it needs to be like a light. It doesn't have to be my exact skin tone, but it has to have a brown tint.
But it is supposed to last for 12 hours. It's supposed to like effortlessly like make all of your makeup look amazing.
It's supposed to like absorb oil too.
Right, and like no creases, nothing like that. But people say that it actually does crease and it doesn't blend very well. and it makes your skin dry, which is
Dry?
yeah, which is a big accusation because if that's true, then I don't like that.
Right.
But I love Laura Mercier. I just, crazy enough, have never used the setting powder.
It probably doesn't make them look dry. I think if anything, they're thinking like once they put it over their face, they look like chalky.
Right, which is kind of the point.
Oh.
You have some feelings?
It's chalky. It's like settling into my foundation. It's making my foundation kind of like separate or something. It's really showing. To me, this is saying, hey, she's wearing makeup. You know?
Yeah.
That's not what I want.
I like it. I think like especially if you're wearing like a thicker foundation.
Yeah, it doesn't look as bad on your skin as it looks on mine.
It looks like real makeup-y. See what I'm saying?
Dude, your skin looks perfect
Let me see that cheek.
Like
And
the
then-
skin, the cheek that you put it on
Actually, yeah, it's very
looks
mattified.
like you don't have a single pore on it.
Okay, general consensus. We agree it's overrated.
Yeah,
I don't think it's overrated.
as I'm packing mine up to go home.
I know, I'm like, I want this. I don't think I want to try this with my Fenty and see how I like it.
Yeah, I think it's overrated in the sense that I don't know if this should be the setting
Cult,
powder
yeah.
that everybody turns to, but I still like it.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it. All right, so next up is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. Seems like a bold statement, but I do truly believe that it is pretty close. I think that this mascara is amazing. This is the mascara that I use. It's buildable, so it can either be like over the top, like huge, voluminous, thick lashes, or you can create more of a natural everyday look. But I think it's between the bristle and the formula, I do think this is a close to perfect mascara.
I've used it before and I didn't like it.
For reals?
I really love the mascara that I use.
People do say it's too thick, but I think that there is a way to work this so that it's not too goopy. And also, Sephora says it's the #1 bestseller, and it was also the Allure Beauty of the Year award winner for mascaras. So like
Don't they pay for
clearly,
that?
I believe it because I've heard people talk about this.
yeah, it's amazing.
I think I like it.
I love it.
Is it waterproof? I need waterproof because I spontaneously cry a lot.
Yeah, but I cry all the time.
I cry a lot, but I don't like waterproof mascara.
I don't like waterproof mascara either because it like wraps your lashes in like this weird plasticky type thing. And I cry all the time, trust, and that's not a problem for me.
But when I cry, I try to take my makeup off first so I don't get it like all
You
messed
plan
up.
it?
You plan your crying?
But when I know it's gonna happen, you know?
Like if you're watching The Lion King or like Homeward Bound.
Or like dating the people that I do.
Yeah.
I like it. And I like the way it looks. I'm like such a marketing whore where if like something's cute, I'm gonna be like, ooh.
For me, I understand why people love it. It's not terrible. I don't necessarily like it more than the one I use every day, but it's no Kat Von D foundation. It's no Nars concealer. It's no Milk highlighter. Like that stuff was clearly overrated. This, I understand why people like it.
I agree.
Even if it's not something I'm gonna switch to, but I'm curious. I'm gonna take it home and try it. So I guess consensus, we disagree. We don't think it's overrated.
I don't think it's overrated. I think
Yeah.
it's perfectly rated. Okay, so next up we have Kylie's lip kit.
I understand why people think it's overrated because people hate spending money and they also hate the Kardashians, but I really think this is some good lipstick. And I love a good red lip, and I love red lips that stay, and I feel like hers do.
I will say, even though I love the way it goes on, the way it initially looks, after a while, all of her lipsticks look like so cakey.
Like the only thing that sucks about Kylie lip kits is like some of the colors are so bright that if you mess it up, it's like,
Yeah. Okay, the other thing I don't like about Kylie's stuff is because she says to put it all over your lip, one application and like you have to sharpen the pencil again.
that's why I don't really use them. I have a bunch of liners at home that just like never
So
go.
much maintenance. I don't think it's overrated. I think
No.
it is reasonably priced. I think the colors are beautiful.
Yeah.
And I do think like, well, it hasn't dried yet, but for the most part, I do feel like this is one where it's like smudge proof for the most part, like very matte.
I agree with what you said though too. Is like there are certain times where it can be drying.
So
it's not,
drying.
It's not one that's meant to last like hours and hours and hours. And the only other matte lip that I've ever used that doesn't do that is the Too Faced one.
Yeah.
I don't think it's overrated. I think that it does get really dry
Or like
and
flaky.
It's flaky, and if you want to reapply, game over. Like it's just gonna look built up and cakey. But that first application, when
Yes.
you walk out of the house,
Yes.
the first 2 hours, you're gonna be flying.
Yes.
All right, let's check back in with our Urban Decay primer potion for our lids.
yes.
It's been a while. A lot of things could have happened.
I like it.
I like it a lot. My eyeshadow looks like just blended better.
I don't notice a difference.
Do mine look like two different colors? Like this one looks darker than that one.
That looks darker than that one.
This one.
Did you take some off on that eye?
No, that's the one. That's the one with the primer on it.
Actually, look at mine too. The primed lid is staying. The colors are staying more. The colors are kind of going away.
I do think it looks like a little bit darker, ever so slightly. I don't see the huge difference, but I do think there are less creases in this one.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
I like it.
I think it's like it's nice. I don't think it's like life changing.
I don't know that it's any better than other primers, but I do really like it. And I understand why it's a cult favorite. I want to take that one home. I think there's only one, so we're gonna have to fight.
Okay, you guys. I think overall, what were your favorite things that we tried?
I think we all kind of are obsessed with the brow stuff, right?
Yeah.
I think the Laura Mercier powder surprised me. I think the Nars concealer surprised me.
We're on different pages in a completely different book.
Okay, and I already liked the Urban Decay shadow.
Yeah, I liked a lot of stuff we tried today, actually. I think the only thing that was really disappointed by was the Kat Von D foundation.
Yep.
And even, like, aside from not having the right shades, I just don't think it blended even,
That and the milk highlighter.
Oh, the milk highlighter was a hard no for me.
Yeah.
Hard no.
So there's some good surprises in there, some things that I want to take home and put into my ride or die routine.
Same.
And then there's some that I'm like, how are you number one on somebody's list ever?
Yeah. But you guys, let us know what some of your favorite things are.
Yep.
And what things should be cult favorites, because I personally love hearing about new beauty products.
Yes.
Or like dupes for some of the expensive things.
Yes.
Because I liked the Urban Decay eyeshadow palette, but I'm not paying $54 for that thing. Okay, guys, go ahead and like this video, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Hopefully with better makeup on.
I promise it'll be better.
Yeah.
Guys, if you liked that, click over here because we do this all the time.
All the time.
We do.
All the time.
Also, please subscribe to our channel.
Please.
So we can keep coming back here because we don't have anywhere else to go.